saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, huh? Just for the that hate us, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When the not savers, you be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the London Black Knights. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 8, read. That's what I do. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Look at me. Go.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check.
2nd and 5. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Patterson. He gets this one to Johnson. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down, Los Angeles.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Kill. Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
Now a draw play. It's Portis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
On the ready.
Nice number one. I know he ain't got it. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check.
Bravo. Go.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Come to my work.
5.
2nd and 11. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Johnson, the intended target. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. 6 yards. Hey, let's get this.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down. Mike 35.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here we go. Set. Here we go. Time to end it. Here we go. Mike 35. Watch the out. 35's the mic. Watch the pass.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check it back. 61. Matchbox light. Yeah. Now.
2nd and 10. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Patterson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson, rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Let's go. Load the base. Three down. Showing it. Switch. Kill.
On third down, Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
35 to Mike. Tackle. Check. Fresno. 66. Run it. Now. Oh, try.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
You ready? 64.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Five. Go.
51 to Mike. 51.
Hit it.
From the gun, Patterson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch this. Check nine. Yo, 4's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, defense.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Hey!
Off play action. Patterson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a carry for Portis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Watch the slant.
Shot protein spell. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Patterson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 23.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready.
Check back the ladder, check back the ladder. Record.
80 weapon.
Check 25. Check
Now.
Watch the shit.
Now.
Bell. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey. Ready?
On 3rd down, Patterson. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
No, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Kill. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Bang, 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 bang. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Jackson now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
They run with Bell on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Patterson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch one. Greystone, travel. Check 28.
A final shot before break. Patterson. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Charger drive about to get going. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Check 3. 218, chop.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check. Check hot route.
Go. Let's go.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator. Pilot, 64. Win. Back. Yes. Hey, orbit.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson throwing right, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. From the gun on third down. Patterson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break.
Jackson. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Patterson for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Chargers 1st down.
On the ground with a tight end. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready?
Check.
Protein spill.
Check.
Yep.
Go get him.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Patterson caught by Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st.
1st down, Chargers.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Go. Hey, Alpha. Go.
Throwing again. Patterson. He's got Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Hey, team 6.
Operating from the gun. Patterson. This is Johnson. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Charger drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On first down, Patterson. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Off the play fake, Patterson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check, crunch, pilot, 64, weak. Hey, exit. So nice number one. Now.
Here we go, Here we go, One's the mic. Watch one.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. Patterson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Five.
Looking to throw. Patterson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down. try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Man up, D. Man up, D.
Switch. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Look at me. Zipper.
Man, move it. You got to get that.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson. And that is incomplete.
Patterson's pass. Forced to the ground and incomplete.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They find some open field here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Chargers take over
Request
first and
the win.
10 at their
Let's go.
own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw. Patterson. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Throwing on first down. Patterson. Allen's got it complete. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ready?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
80 weapon.
Check 52.
Yes, yes. On the ball. Check, Delta.
From the gun, Patterson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
On the ready.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter.
At the 29-yard line.
Hey, wahoo. Get it.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Looking to throw. Patterson. And he comes back with one complete. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st down, Chargers.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Set, 8, read. X3, 218, chop it. Get down.
To throw on second down. Patterson caught here by Bell. And now past another. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Chargers on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Patterson, open man, it's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Looking to throw. Patterson. He's going to launch this thing way down. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Orbit. Go.
Hey, check 24.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Patterson got his man complete over the middle. It's Ward. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Back to throw. Patterson, Allen on the screen. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's see what you got. Mike 55, Mike 55. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Pull it together. Mike 55, Mike 55.
To throw on third down. Jackson is going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw. Patterson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
3rd and 11.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
From the gun, Patterson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Back to throw. Patterson. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's our field.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Steps away to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get this.